Hey everybody, it's April, and today I want to talk about why you do not want to be a plank naysayer. And so you want to have a nice positive attitude about planking instead of the negative one. So I'm going to start on hands. I'm going to switch around a little bit. You can start however you like. But if you're following along, that's what we're doing. Starting in table, pull your shoulders down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest. Pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. The timer has begun. And then do all of that again. So press into the floor again, separate your shoulders, pull in your belly, tighten up your glutes, press your heels back so everything is energized. You've got it going on. You've got your nice strong plank. If you're trying to increase your time, then keep holding as long as you can. And hopefully you have your stopwatch in front of you. We are at 30 seconds. So you want to hold as long as you can and then hold a few seconds longer. Maybe have your arms shake a little bit. And then maybe you stop and then maybe you start again after a minute or two or later in the day. So you have your mission, your goal. But you want to be careful that you don't turn around and say, I tried planking, I could only hold for 10 seconds, and so I gave up. That would be a plank naysayer. You're not really giving it, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna switch to my forearms. If you switch, make sure you do it with mindfully. So I'm getting right back into my plank shape again, separating my shoulders, pressing my forearms into the floor, tightening up my glutes, pulling in my belly. Remember, that's one of the big parts, really pulling in your belly. Holding, engaging, everything. So let's say you didn't hold as long as you thought you could, or as long as you thought you should. We're at 1:30. And so that gives you a negative connotation about plank and makes you a naysayer. Excuse me. So maybe you tell your friends, I tried holding it and I could only hold for 10 seconds and I don't think it's going to really do me any good anyway. And you become a plank naysayer. And you don't want to do that because just because you could only hold for 10 seconds or 15 or however long, you're still getting benefits from it. We're at 2 minutes. I'm going to switch to my hands and lift a leg. So you need to look at it in the positive, that you did it, that you held it at least for a few seconds, and you're going to get benefit from that, especially if you can convince yourself to put aside that naysayer talk and do it maybe, like I said, a few times a week or a day or however long, and you will start building up your time and improving your strength. 2:30, switching legs. Because that's how it happens. It doesn't just happen. I didn't just start doing plank for 5 minutes my first time. No way. It took me a while to build up. I did hold for a minute, but I was used to doing planks. I also was, doing hot yoga. But 1 minute was a lot. It really was. I'm not going to lie. And then I just kept adding on. And next thing you know, not next thing you know, but a few months later, we're at 3 minutes. So I'm going to switch to forearm side plank. And I eventually worked up to 5 minutes, and here we are. But I could have, after that minute, or especially when I got to 2.5 minutes, I hit a wall. I really did. I thought, I'm mad about this. I can't hold it any longer. Why am I doing this? I don't need to hold longer. And it's true. You don't really need to hold longer than 2.5 minutes. 3:30, I'm switching sides, but I wanted to. That was a goal of mine, was to work up to 5 minutes and then keep holding. And so I did. I actually had to use some positive talk to get past that 2.5 minutes, but I finally did it, obviously. And once I got past that roadblock or that brick wall, however you want to look at it, of 2.5 minutes, I was able to just keep adding on, and eventually I got that 5 minutes. And now I don't know why I would quit doing it, because once you work up to it, if you quit, you will lose it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And I don't want to lose it. I really don't. So, but I'm going to back up a little bit here. But it's really easy to even hear other people around you saying, oh, I tried holding plank and it's a lot of trouble, 4:30, or I can't hold very long, or my arms shake. And that's okay. Again, you don't have to have your goal of 5 minutes. Your goal can be 30 seconds. Your goal could be a minute or 2 minutes. It's all good, and it's all beneficial if you do it consistently. So try not to use that negative talk. Try not to be a plank naysayer. Find the good reasons. There's so many good reasons for planking. Strengthening everything, improving your posture, improving your stamina, releasing those endorphins. And so there's so many positive reasons to do it. You don't want to dwell on the negative. So I'm already at 5:17 actually, so I'm pausing here. I could probably hold longer. I have held longer, but I don't really care about holding longer. I'm good with 5, but you can hold longer if you want. I would never discourage you from doing that. Okay, so make sure you're saying positive things about plank and not being a plank naysayer. And avoid the people who are. If you're around people who say bad things, negative things about it, then don't give them a second thought. Have a great day. See ya. Don't forget to like and subscribe.